Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Stellaris with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the Cult of Thorn in the brand new DLC. In today's video, our main goal is just to grab these two planets over here and upgrade our planets so they are actually giving us something. At the moment, we have 3 colonies, which are giving us essentially nothing. If we can get these up and running by the end of the video and hopefully get these 2 along with it, well, I think we're in a very, very good position. We don't have too many systems, but we do have a lot of planets, and decent planets at that. The problem is we will be hitting our admin cap very soon, and we can see just how bad that is. Because we are a mega corporation, it means that we get an increased 50% negative modifier to all of the penalties of going over the admin cap. Now, I think it's fairly obvious you will have to go over the admin cap over the course of the game, since even building districts increase your empire size, and even building, what are they called? The branch offices on other planets, they also increase it, but I think it's best to avoid it as much as possible, because again, the bonus 50% to that negative will be very, very harsh. We've found neighbours! At long last, where are they? How did we miss them? Well, there they are. Look at them in all of their glory. I'm not doing this. Well, apparently they have defeated my mouse. Interesting. Ignoring that, I imagine they probably don't like us very much. No, they do not. And of course they have overwhelming fleet power because we haven't really built a fleet yet. Well, they really don't like us because we're spiritualists and because we're criminals. Now, if we go over to their capital, we can see here, for the low, low price of only 8 more energy, we can open a criminal branch office. And of course, we're going to do that as soon as possible.
I found something.
Living up to our name, we are going to be a thorn in their side. So there we are. Instantly, we've opened up the branch office, which is instantly activating this Criminal Syndicate branch office, plus 25 crime. And we can start building these very, very special buildings. Things like concealed drug labs, for instance, illicit research labs, pirate havens, smugglers' ports. All these lovely, lovely things which I'm sure won't cause any problems. And in fact, we can even have the Temple of Prosperity, which has spiritualist ethics attraction. Yep, we can turn them spiritualist via this. Though for now, what I really want is as much money as possible. So the Smuggler's Port, plus 50 crime, but it also increases the value of our branch office. That energy cost there is actually energy it's giving to us. So, Smuggler's Port, activated. Now, they can get rid of us if they manage to get crime low enough, and I believe then they also have events to get rid of us, but hopefully we can get the port sorted before that happens. I just want to see how much chaos we can create. Now, normally, the corporate buildings are actually more beneficial to the planet they're built on, but because we are criminals, well, we benefit in more interesting ways. This does provide a merchant job, though, and I believe that's a job which can be filled by the people living here. Oh, look, they're building robots.
Acquired.
Very cool.
Anomaly detected. Boom! I found something.
And let's grab the energy grid, because that's just amazing.
Planetary exploitation forecast complete.
We have a brand new starbase, which of course is going to be a trade hub, which will grab value from here, and eventually from here, which means now we should have a new trade route. Oh, we have 2 trade routes. Okay, this one shouldn't be really sending anything though, right? No, it is. Okay, pirates can spawn here, so I need a patrol to go here and here, and I need a patrol to go over here. I'm fairly certain pirates can still spawn in sectors which are not protected. Well, not in your empire. Yeah, that's not particularly nice. Okay, so, you do a bit of a patrol. In fact, no, you only need to go into these 2 systems. So patrol there and there. I'll make another fleet which will patrol here. That will protect all of our lovely, lovely money.
We built something.
Now, one thing I completely forgot to mention in the previous video is this. Discovery has been changed. In fact, I believe almost all of the traditions have been changed somewhat, but Discovery is nowhere near as powerful as it used to be. It's still truly fantastic, and in my opinion, one of the better things to get early. But now faith in science no longer gives you unity. Instead, it just makes populations working research cost less. Which is a significant nerf, honestly. So, they're still good. It's still a good thing to have. It's just not great. The smuggler's port is now operational, and as you can see, 54% crime. Well, that is just wonderful. Okay, so do they get the merchant then? Let's find out, shall we? I imagine a merchant is a specialist, not a ruler. No, it's a ruler. Well, isn't that interesting? So it does still benefit them. We give them a ruler, which is generating loads of stuff. But in return, we get a lot of money because of the crime rate, and the crime rate itself will cause negative events to occur. That is very, very interesting. Now, we could put a branch office on the other planets, but the problem is they would generate us almost no money because they have almost no people living on there yet. Similar to our own planets, the branch office can only get more power the more population on a planet. So for now, we'll just leave it on here. This is a really annoying empire to have nearby because every time I see a capital, I'm going to do that. Instant, annoying criminal activity. Prosperity is now finished, giving us a merchant, and we can now have a brand new Ascension perk. I'm tempted by Consecrated Worlds. This will allow us to increase our Unity, Spiritualist Ethic Attraction, and amenities, so that's pretty darn fantastic. Extra level cap is nice, Mastery of Nature is okay. Yeah, I am really, really considering just that. I mean, One Vision is good too, just here's a 10% monthly Unity, huzzah for that. But this is more fun, since I've never actually used it before. So then, we find a world within our systems which we do not want to inhabit, like this 15 world over here, the ocean world. And I think it should be holy. Ta-da! Consecrated Holy World. This planet is deemed an immaculate and sacrosanct place. So that should now be increasing quite a few things.
Construction complete.
Okay, well, that's all we can really do. Just hopefully that was worth it. I mean, to be fair, it's only 50 influence and it is lasting forever, but still. Yeah, we do need some more of the advanced buildings already.
Installing.
See this ice planet? Well, guess what? It's now consecrated as well. So it is speaking about how certain planets are worth more, but I don't know how that's indicated, so that's definitely something I need to learn about in the future. Still, does seem to be worth it. We are now up to 44, and as soon as the month goes, now at 46 Unity. It was a little bit of extra Unity, I suppose. Not a great amount, but hopefully, as we find more planets which are more worthwhile, they might be better. So, now we have the patrol going, we are getting our money back from that one trade route. Lovely. Oh, more habitability. Yes, yes please. Considering we have so many arid worlds, that is great. Oh, good, good. Spiritualists, you will like us somewhat. My mouse is clearly broke! Trade Lord Thorn greets you. Now, the problem is, of course, we are authoritarian. They will not like that. Yep, they do not like us. In fact, they like us even less than the other fellows. Ooh, they're our rivals. How did you do... Oh, we are now bordering each other. Okay, that's how you did that. Yes, please, more influence would be very, very beneficial. Now, where is your capital? No reason at all. Just show us your capital and everything will be fine, trust me. We're going to give you new jobs. Glorious, fun new jobs. Like smuggling.
Anomaly detected. Research complete. We did
it. It is done! It is done! So, will we get the larger bonus or the smaller bonus is the question. The larger bonus, well that's pretty darn fantastic. We have the Mirror of Knowledge, giving us plus 10% research speed. And the little tiny black hole. Which I believe... Yeah, the black hole has become a mirror into a newly created universe, opening up tremendous potential for research. I know we like those minerals. Oh, everyone hates us anyway. Supply ship? What supply ship? You accuse the cacti of stealing your supply ship? How silly of you and your little doodle spikes. I think next I'm going to go into diplomacy, mostly because this is a unique version of diplomacy because we are criminals. Essentially, we don't have the Federation stuff here. So, orbital bombardment damage reduced and defense army increased, that's okay. Food output increased is lovely. the Empire trade value is increased by 10%, and the base trade protection for our trade routes is increased, and the best one, insider trading market fee is reduced. And the market fee is this horrible little thing at the top here, which is making everything more expensive. I believe it also affects... yeah, it also affects our selling, so reducing that is very, very, very nice indeed. Oh no! How could they be so cruel? Do we need some defense? Oh, yes we do. I forgot they're our neighbors, and we have upset them greatly. Though they are pretty weak. Yeah, a moderately sized fleet would be okay. I'm spying on you from your lovely crime empire. Go on, make a few more populations. I want to build more stuff already. Well, well, well. They're actually fighting us really well at the moment. Well... yeah, crime is down. We'll most likely lose our station at this rate. And why is that? Have they built more enforcers? Yep, they've had to spend money on enforcers to get rid of us, but our crime is definitely going down. Well, good to know there's ways to fight it off, because otherwise this would be just really, really overpowered and really, really unfair. Now building gene clinics on our colonies. This should massively speed up just how fast we get our population. And similar to all of the buildings, it simply provides jobs, not a passive increase. Okay, you need housing, that's why I'm building the city district. You need housing, that's why I'm building... nothing. Okay, yeah, we need more housing, so let's build a city district afterwards, or perhaps a new generator district. I would like to see the colony swap into something more unique. And I do love me energy. And we also need more jobs as well, so sure. Welcome to the great science world. Which will be this one here. Because we have this, unstable tectonics giving us plus 20% engineering research, so all of these will be science. I will cater to this world throughout other worlds, but this world will be the science one. So all we need is city districts and lots of science stuff then, really. I suppose? Is it better still to have some of the other job districts? I imagine because of jobs, probably, because these can't support all of the population. Actually, they can, once you upgrade them, once we get some of the other resources. Okay. Currently I'm a bit poor though right now, and we don't have the research for half of this. I just spent a lot of energy getting alloys for ships and getting food to upgrade all of our lovely, lovely colonies. Well, that's nice. Housing is reduced. That makes things easier. Didn't even look at the original effect there. That's good. Also, a brand new decision, which allows us to prospect for an additional resource deposit on our planets. Okay, diplomacy is fairly cool. And as soon as we have a new colony, there's an earthquake on it. Of course there is. Oh, but here's some money. We have found traders. Now, traders are very different to how they used to be. Instead of having a normal trade, so for minerals, food, etc., they only have their strategic resources. So you give rare crystals. I don't really need that just yet, the way I'm tempted just to get the cheapest version to make you happier. You, please say you have the gas? You do, lovely. Okay, I need loads of those, because those are going to be used on our tech buildings. Let's get at least 2. To begin with, at least 2. Now, I don't quite know what their new happiness thing is. So we seek your expertise. I don't know what that does. I really don't. So I'll find out that once they're happy with us. I'm going to grab one final colony, which is the one over here, a 19-size savannah world. This will also give me one more uninhabitable world on the way, which I can use as a consecrated world.
Prospect analyzed.
Space piracy has erupted, and that's because I didn't realize that this fellow should really have been also patrolling here, because I thought that was an upgraded station because I wasn't looking properly. So that's what happens. Occasionally pirates will indeed spawn. Thankfully I've got enough force to just kill them outright. Hello, new empire. Welcome, welcome to the group. How are you doing? I'm sure you're doing fantastically. Just ignore us. Nothing's happening. Just nothing of importance to you anyway. Don't worry about us selling minerals for energy. Whoops. And I would like, of course, a smuggler's port, please. I'm giving you a free merchant. Really, I'm doing you a favor.
We really hit this tech out of the ballpark.
So here's an example of using one type of strategic resource to upgrade our buildings, the civilian fabricators, which will give us more artisans than its previous version. In fact, yeah, it goes from 2 to 5, but does require the exotic resource. We've spawned a criminal underworld on this planet because of our extreme levels of crime. +1 criminal job, and +1 criminal job per 33 planet crime, and we have +15 crime by default, so we should have 3 criminals. What do criminals do? Oh, they steal trade value, so they take up their workers, and they also steal trade value. So they have less workers working their stuff, and they're losing money in addition to that. Oh, that is... Oh, no. I do apologize. I was just trying to give you a good job. I mean, look. You have a merchant. We're just trying to do the right thing. We are the good guys. You can trust us. Birth of the galactic market. The customers, clients, and rubes of the galaxy at long last seem to be ready to accept a quasi-centralized platform for deregulated mid-scale international commerce. We can promote one of our worlds to play host to this commercial hub to maximize potential revenue. Okay, well, I also want to do that. Money Marble should clearly be the galactic market hub. It's called Money Marble Week. Oh, I don't actually know how this works. So why is that then? Why is it so low? Maybe because we're criminals though, yeah. Maybe it's just because we are a criminal empire. I don't know what modifiers go into that. If you do know, then feel free to tell me. I was assuming it was economy, but we are making quite a lot of money, so... Don't really know. There's a criminal robot. That's just wonderful. Okay, so that's what's going on there then. Yeah, even the more staunch defenders of the law are slowly crumbling to our criminal influence.
Boom!
And very, very soon, you are going to have a high enough population that we can have a new building. We've found a stranded human with the spark of genius and a level 6 in terms of her science level. So that's lots and lots of money for us. Also, we need more food and more consumer goods desperately. Look! An agricultural world. That's fantastic. I love how this works. Okay, so upgrade the temple, add more farms, going to do the same to a few others. One of the colonies I will turn into a foundry world, whatever it's called, to produce consumer goods. We are officially out-teching all other empires. Which is good, because we're also starving. But who needs food when you have science? Hello, adorable snails.
Construction complete.
Whoa, that's gonna cost a fortune. We'll wait a while, but eventually I will be opening a branch office there as well. Oh, and over here. Everyone gets to have a branch office. Welcome to the crime family. Oh, already you're struggling with crime. Well, that was easy. Our marketing campaign on Money Marble has borne fruit, and the market powers that be have seen fit to centralize much of their activity within the Sterling Star system. Which means we have the market nexus, which reduces our market fee further. And now we are in the galactic market, which means the slave market is open. Which means you can sell robots, if you do indeed make them, or, of course, more regular slaves, which... a very distasteful practice, but probably quite a lucrative one at the same time. And we still need more food. Yep, I need to learn to balance our systems more. This is a learning playthrough, remember? I will be getting things very sillily wrong. Very sillily indeed. 100% crime. Well, that's unfortunate for you, isn't it? Mob rule. This world is currently dominated by a single criminal organization. They have infiltrated all layers of society, and little happens here without their involvement or permission. You're welcome, snails. So one of our branches was eventually shut down. They managed to arrest our crime boss. Well, they'll be back eventually, don't worry. Trade Lord Thorn has died. Today is a dark day. Population growth speed and happiness, I elect you. Rural world. The nature of this planet's production dispenses with the need for major urban centres. Plus 2% worker output, so I assume this is just because most of our housing comes from these districts and not city districts. And then they're not focused on one particular district type. Okay. That's interesting. Learning a lot. Learning a lot. I'm also seeing a lot of mistakes I've already made. Now, don't you worry, I will be improving on those as we go on. But right now, I'm learning. Definitely at that stage. We are, of course, free traders. We've just increased our civic cap, and now we can choose one more thing. So what do I want here? That's pretty nice as well, the leader level cap. But I think we're going to stick with... Oh, we could have that. Oh, that would change us so much. Indentured assets. This megacorporation specializes in large indentured workforces. It has little to do with the barbaric practice of slavery. These workers are merely paying off their debts indefinitely. In the memory of Thorn. Well, that's going to change our populations a little bit now, isn't it? Oh dear. Yep, there we go. Alas, food's now in the positive, which is good. So, a load of our workers are now owned populations, meaning they will get bonuses, even to energy. They're just going to be very unhappy about it, but of course, if we look at our happiness over here, slaves have almost no political power, as you can imagine. So it's actually going to make our worlds more stable. And of course, we can now sell them. Look at their estimated prices. That's just... Oh, that's horrible. Yep, we now have access to the slave market. It's really weird. I feel like I'm doing very little at the moment because I'm trying for a bit of a tall playstyle with all these lovely, lovely colonies. But I know that eventually I will become very powerful. These planets have the potential of giving us everything we could need. But it's going to take a while, and we are vulnerable and slow to change. But eventually... Crime everywhere. Speaking of which, these annoying fellows have been fighting back our crime recently. Look at all of their enforcers. Well, at least they're spending money on this, but still, it is very, very irritating. Wow, trade pilfering. Goodbye to your trade value. It's still very irritating, though. I want to be the irritating ones. We have a new building available, so I've just spent some money on some lovely minerals. And what it is this, the Research Institute, which has now certainly been changed. It gives a science director job, and it increases research output, but only on the planet. And you can only have one per planet, of course. So, how difficult are these to build? You need a planetary capital, which requires 40 people. Okay. Aha, the science director is a leader. And a very good one at that. Wow, 8 tall sciences, 5 amenities. Yep, that is really, really powerful. Okay, so we have room for some more specialists, so I think we might as well just continue with science. Science is always a good option, though this would be more unity. And we need more minerals. I am now finally building some more mining on some of the other planets, but it's taking some time. Diplomacy is now finished. So what do we have next? Tempted to go with one vision. Let's up our unity output and make sure everyone is spiritualist. Yeah, let's go with that. Psionic or genetic. This would allow us to get rid of Decadent right now, which would be amazing for our workers. This is also amazing, though. Oh, we have to go with Psionic. We are currently Fanatic Spiritualist. It's the obvious choice. We now have Planetary Prospecting from our recent finishing of Diplomacy. This means we can add an additional planetary feature, which are these things. So additional districts and, well, that's pretty much it, really. At least it seems like it's just additional districts. Though occasionally there is a rare one which is far more powerful. We shall see. We can now do something glorious. We can now upgrade our research facilities into their next version. So they go from having 2 jobs to having a grand total of, if we have a look-see, 5 jobs. With the same energy consumption, but now they also consume the gas. We're currently only gaining 1 of those, so we will need more. Now, we can make more of that gas on our planets, that's the thing. We just need the tech to build the facilities, which I think I may have turned up in the past. No, actually, now I think about it, before I even check, I'm fairly certain I have it. Where are you? I'm almost certain. There we are. Exotic gas refineries, which can produce the gas from minerals. Lovely. We are purchasing more gas and thus improving more of our research facilities. Soon, our research planet, the Tech World, will be up and running completely. I feel like now we are finally hitting this sort of tipping point where we are about to become very, very powerful. At least, a lot more powerful than we have been so far. Now, what type of jobs do you guys need? So this is the agriculture world. What do you even give the agriculture world, really? Luxury residences, maybe? Housing and extra amenities, make them happier? I mean, all we're generating is food. I have no food bonus buildings. Now, I'm fairly certain you can actually get food bonus buildings. We just don't have it. So I'm not too sure with this. We can't build any more agricultural districts, so I guess we are going to turn to mining. So let's build the mineral purification plant. And then after that, as soon as we have enough minerals, we'll purchase a new mining district. We now have psionic theory, absolutely lovely, and we are now going into expansion for 2 reasons. First of all, it will increase our admin cap. This will drive down a lot of these negative modifiers and thus make us still quite a tall empire. Especially now we are getting some serious science planets together. On top of this, a bit more population growth, which is nice. I feel like this is just a nice tree to take, even though we aren't really expanding much. After that, harmony or domination, depending on if I want to finally be a bit more aggressive or not. Eventually, we will dominate everyone, but for now, we're just passive, just upgrading our planets, seeing how things work, the usual. We have refugees everywhere. What just happened? Oh. I'm assuming it's something to do with this. From the Authority. These unfortunate outcasts were forcibly expelled from their homes by the authorities. They have been travelling from system to system since then in a desperate attempt to find new homes. Well, apparently we just allowed them all in, so... welcome, new species, I suppose. Let's see... No, we just have cash cacti. By any chance, were they? Nope, there we go. We indeed do have a little snail. Well, we suddenly have many, many species within our grasp. That's interesting. Now, I can, if I'm correct, choose which one of you I'm growing. So, I would much rather have more cash cacti, if you would be so kind. Well, I'm going to be calling the episode here. I feel like we're doing better than I feel we are doing. Right now, we are outdoing every single other empire for tech, and we are either equivalent or superior to every other empire in terms of our economy, despite the fact we have so little space. I feel like once the planets completely mature into their next form and have all of their buildings sorted, we are going to be very, very wealthy and very good in terms of tech and far outdo everyone. So the end game, we will be far more powerful. We are playing a tall empire, which is weird for me. I feel like I'm doing worse, but I feel like if I really look into it, I'm doing okay, especially since I'm still trying to learn the basic mechanics. I really hope you've all enjoyed the video. I certainly have been enjoying myself so much with the new DLC and the new patch. So if you have enjoyed, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stellaris is a series you wish to see continued in the future. We really need to push some more criminal activity. Well, thank you, and goodbye.